I'm putting on the tinfoil hat, but hear me out. Hey everybody, how you doing? Dash and Dave here again. The other day I ran into a dasher that I've known for quite some time. She's a semi-retired gal, top dasher, dashes kind of sporadically for pocket money. We'll call her Nancy. We were talking about the, Accept More, Earn More program that's currently in our market here and the hot topic of the day. But in our discussion, I found out that she was on the large order program. I did not know that. So Nancy makes confirmed number 4 large order program participant in my market. She mentioned that she didn't get those offers very often, and she suggested it was because she didn't get into town early enough, which was usually around 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. And as I've noted before, as far as the corporate and university large order caterers that I've done, those are lunch caters, and they can hit anywhere between 10 and noon. But the overwhelming majority of them hit around 10:30 to 11, in my experience. As noted, Nancy is a natural top dasher and has been since the day I met her well over a year ago, and she does not set schedules because she doesn't know when she's going to go dash. In my previous videos on the Drive Large Order Catering program, I have suggested, kind of tongue-in-cheek, a little bit of woo-woo, that the catering orders are kind of pre-scheduled and they may, quote, as I've said before, have your name on them. I somewhat reason this because, as I've noted in a previous video, Doordash, and I've confirmed this on several occasions, including the most recent video where I had that $1,000 Firehouse Subs cater out to the Vet Med complex. Doordash offers to me kind of led me to a proximity where I was just a few blocks away from the Firehouse Sub store, and after I completed that double, it kind of led me around the east end of town, and then when that popped in, I only had 2 or 3 blocks to drive to go pick up that cater. I've also had large order offers where I was literally 5-6 miles away from the pickup point, which suggested to me that it wasn't necessarily proximity based. That order, if you will, had my name on it. On the other hand, I was at a restaurant one time when I had a little birdie tell me there was going to be a large catered order. I was sitting in the parking lot, and Melissa, another large order program participant, half mile away, got the order, pulled in, and stole my job. No, good girl, good girl. And so, therefore, it was not proximity based. Did that order have her name on it? And my reasoning behind this is since there are very few select dashers in any given market that are a member of the Drive Large Order Catering program, does Doordash spread the wealth around? Is there a list, and do they put a check mark next to my name, and then Melissa gets the next one, and then Nancy gets the you know what I'm saying? A little bit of woo-woo, but hear me out some more here. I gave an example once where I was in West Ames and had a no-tip order that would take me from an Asian restaurant in West Ames out to East Ames, and I declined that order. It was a no-tip order. Immediately I got a cater offer job with a scheduled pickup and delivery time almost a half hour into the future. If I had chose that no-tip order, number one, Doordash was leading me from the west end of town to the east end of town where the pickup was, and number two, that job I easily could have completed in, say, 15-minute period of time, in which case I believe I would have gotten the catering order offer and still had 15 minutes to get to the restaurant, which was just literally a couple blocks away, and complete the delivery. So there's really only 2 possible conclusions to this. Number one, that cater had my name on it. I was going to get it no matter what. Or none of the other large order catering program participants were in town that day, and by default, I won the catering job. Now, when someone places a large order on the Doordash app or through the merchant store's website or app, and remember, a large order is where the customer spends at least $100 on the food product, I am guessing there's some lag time built in because these orders are large and it will take the merchant restaurant store some time to prepare them. These orders are done in real time. Customer orders $100 or more worth of food from Red Lobster. Red Lobster gets the order. I'm guessing that there's a little bit of a delay before that gets pushed out to me. They figure out, the restaurant has probably indicated how long it's going to take them to prepare the order, yada, yada, yada. Then when it gets close to that finish time for the order, the order gets pushed out to the large order program participant, and then you go from there. So there is plenty of time for the Doordash delivery algorithm as it pertains to us drive and large order catering program participants to figure out who's there in the market, who's in line. You follow me here? We can expand this time frame between when the customer places the order and when it gets pushed out to the Doordash large order catering program participant driver as in Easy Cater, which a lot of the corporate offices and the university offices in my market utilize to order these large orders, and then Doordash delivery is the hired gun to get the order delivered. These orders through Easy Cater could be placed days or weeks or even months in advance. I recently found this out as my brother owns Comfort Foods Barbecue. He utilizes the Easy Cater program. In fact, he had a Christmas dinner order that was placed in June of this year. You know, they wanted in line. They wanted his meats. So overall, the timing between the order placement and when a large order catering program participant gets the order pushed to them for delivery, there's plenty of time to figure out who is going to get that order, if that is the way Doordash, utilizes the algorithm, if you will. Sometimes it might be proximity, it might be whether or not you're the only one there, but it very well could be that they're spreading the wealth and we're in a list, and Dave gets it one day, Melissa gets it the next day, and Nancy gets it the next day. So the question then comes back to why Nancy suggested that she doesn't see them very often. Well, I'm going to suggest it's because she's a top dasher and she doesn't schedule her shifts out. She is not showing Doordash that she is going to be there Tuesday at 10:30 on any given day for a cater that's scheduled to go out at 10:45, but Dave is. So, a little bit of woo-woo, but it also makes sense that because there's so few of us in the program in any given market, that they've got this stuff figured out. Now, this is all speculation on my part, but again, with the select number of dashers in any given market that's on the Drive Large Order Catering program, it would make sense to try to keep us all happy, if you will. Because once you're invited into the Drive Large Order Catering programs, you have to put a little effort in meeting the criteria as we see them here. For me, meeting the monthly requirements is no big deal, with the exception of completed jobs percentages. I've been down below 95%, which is the minimum required for the large order catering program, and that was during the summer slowdown, and there was some bad stuff going on. And I was unassigning orders left and right, which affects your completion rate. And I had to do a little grind near the end of September to get back up to 95% for this month of October here. That completion rate minimum is probably the one that can keep a lot of people out of the program. If you unassign a lot of orders, that's going to affect your rating, your completion rating. So again, it would make perfect sense that Doordash spreads the wealth around, kind of has a little bit of a list of who had the last job, who's going to get the next job, just to keep us all happy, because we're maintaining the scores in order to be on the Drive Large Order and Cater programs. Alright guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.